Blog Talk Radio. You are tuned in to the last Thursday episode of Endie Fiya for 2019. Yo, woo! I should have had the applause ready for that right there, right? That's all right. No, I don't give you two applause one evening. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm always excited to be here. You know why I'm excited this evening? I got a ton of reasons. All right, here we go. The reason number one, I'm at like 98%, guys, of being back at full capacity. I had a doctor's appointment today. My doctor was like, you know what, you're improving. You're doing, a whole lot better. Everything seems to be, on the up and up and all that, blah, 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 blah. So I feel a lot better. I felt better today than I felt on Tuesday. So I say I'm at 98%. I figure about a weekend I should be back at 100%. I gave myself until like the 21st to get, back at 100%. So I feel like I'm almost there. So keep your fingers crossed, 2 more days, and I feel like I'm going to be back at 100%. So, yes, that's one reason why I'm excited. Another reason why I'm excited is because, we're almost at the end of, what is this, season? I can't keep up. I want to say it's like season 2, but year 3. Or maybe it's like season 2, year 2 and season 3. I think that's what it is. Season 2 and year 3. We're coming up on year 3. All right, so at the beginning of the year, it's going to be like season 3. There we go. Season 3, year 2.5. There we go. So I'm super excited. I was, trying to compile everything, like the past 2 days, make sure I get everything in this folder, get everything in that folder, get everything in that folder as we close out one year and go into another year. And I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, like there's 2017 artists, and guests, and 2018 artists and guests, and 2019 artists and guests. And we're coming up on, wait a minute. No, we're coming up on 2020? 2020? That sounds so odd. Yeah, so that'll be 4 years. Oh, my God. Wow. So, yeah, I'm super, super excited because we're coming up on 3.5 years, but season like 3. Yeah, y'all gonna, I'm not good at math. Everything else, but not math. Anyway, that makes me even more excited because we're updating the website as well. So, as we move all of our, banners and flyers into different areas across the website, I'm thinking, oh, wow, look at all of the guests that we have had. It's like we're trying to compile all the 2019 guests onto one banner, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because each year it seems like I was trying to calculate today, like there's been almost 80 episodes this year. And so, there's 52 weeks in a year, and we doubled up, and then we added some more. So we had a lot of episodes, and we set out a month, you know what I'm saying? And so we had a lot of episodes. So I'm so excited, and just going back, looking at our numbers across the board in every different platform. I need a bigger team. I'm putting that out there now. Like Rose Williams, sweetheart, thank you so much. I'm glad you got out of Facebook jail at the nick of time. I really am. But we need a bigger team next year. We really, when you can say that, when you can see growth, that's always a question that I ask guests, from one year to the next, especially my artists. Can you tell growth in your sound, in your vocals? And the same thing in the literary community. When you first wrote your first book to your second book to your fifth novel, can you see growth? Me, in radio presentation, this is growth for me. And looking at my numbers across the board in each platform, we're on 10 plus platforms. And so when I can look across the board and see not only that, but the monetization, when I can see my checks each month now and see the growth from year one to now, I want to say thank you to my fans, my followers, you know what I'm saying, the listening audience. It's all because of you all that I'm able to see the growth. So I'm super excited for that reason right there. I'm also excited because of my guest this evening. DreamWakeWork Publishing, we connected with them back in, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November. All of those months, we've connected with them. But we had the CEO back here probably, I want to say, April, May, maybe. And ever since then, we've had the honor, the privilege to have one of the authors, the up-and-coming authors from this publishing company here, if not once a month, twice a month. We've had one of those authors here. We have one of those authors here this evening. What a way to close out a spectacular year for Endie Fiya. Super excited about that right there. Very quickly, next Saturday, the 28th, is that next Saturday? Yes, the 28th, the last episode of the year, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hip-hop artist and social media influencer, Lady Sasa, will be here with me. We will also announce the nominees. All right, you'll be able to see them on social media. I'm excited because tomorrow night my judges get to sit down with me and actually go through all of the music. All right, they're listening to all of the music for the third and final time to give me get all the final numbers for the nominees for the second annual Endie Fiya Radio Music Awards. And then we will announce all of the nominees on Saturday the 28th, all across all of our social media platforms, all right? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You'll be able to see, just like last year, all of the nominees for the second annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards, which will be held right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network on Saturday, January 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? I want to say congratulations to Endie Fiya for their first award. They've been nominated for Podcast of the Year, and also to myself. I've been nominated for Host of the Year, South Carolina Underground Music Awards. Thank you to everyone who nominated both the show and myself. Let me see, nominations for both categories, and all of the, I don't know, they probably had 30 categories for this award show. They go into or the nominations begin. Voting begins on January 1st. So I think I saw something earlier before the show. Flyers, I'll get flyers sometime this weekend, and I'll post those. Of course, we'll do our own as well. And then voting begins January 1st, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the show will get their first award. Nakia's not really worried about, her award, but the show will get their first Podcast of the Year award. All right, so thank you again to Miss Kiki down in, I want to say she may be in Columbia, or Charleston, South Carolina, but that's the South Carolina Underground Music Awards. Congratulations again to the show, and as well as to myself for Podcast and Host of the Year. All right? Yes. Very quickly, congratulations to J. Cole, Middle Child, quadruple platinum. Y'all still sleeping on that? You better wake the hell up. Yeah. And 2019 Rappers of the Year, Meg Thee Stallion. Y'all listen to her? No, I don't either. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs. Yeah. Rhapsody. J. Cole. Yes, and officially 2019 Rapper of the Year, The Baby. So this is not my tabulations. This is Hip Hop DX. So this may change according to the media outlet, but this is off of Hip Hop DX. I announced new music on Tuesday. I'm sure new music will be dropping again sometime this evening if it has not already dropped. So I'll be giving you some of that new music on New Music Monday on Monday. I got some Christmas music too. If you haven't heard Hymn for Christmas by Michelle Alexander, make sure you check that out. I might drop it later on in the episode if I get it. Her producer's slacking. He should have already sent that to me. But you can catch that on YouTube. We got two editions. We got the original and we got the sub edition. So that's Michelle Alexander out of New Orleans with Hymn for Christmas. All right? My guest this evening is none other than DreamWakeWork published author, Dinah. She's a 38-year-old published author, born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. She gave her age, y'all. She looked good. See, when you look good, you could do that. You can give your age because, as we know, black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to tell you I'm about to turn 45 in 27 more days. Yes, 27 days. I'll mark that down. 15th of January, all right? Wait a minute. Capricorn season is about to come up on us, too. We're going to talk about that later, too. All right. 38, yes, 38. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. Finding Love After Pain is about a young lady that has been married for 4 years. And all she wants is to complete her family by conceiving. But her husband has other plans. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that book. A little bit about the author. She says that her ideal writing space is a nice-sized desk with a small collection of writing books on top, with candles, a picture of her logo attached to the wall, along with a dry erase board to keep her on track. When asked if her book was turned into a movie, who would play the main characters, she replies, Maria would play Akiha, Maurie would play Jericho, and Anthony would play Sequoia. She says if she was stranded on an island, LaVasha would be the person she could depend on. She knows that she will be her survival kit because she's that ride or die chick that shows her love for all her loved ones all day long. Besides being a writer, author Dinah enjoys reading and arts and crafts. She designs custom bracelets. You can follow her on Facebook at babygirl_on_candy_geek. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very special guest, DreamWakeWork published author Dinah. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I am well. I am so glad to have you this evening. I want to jump right into this book very quickly because unlike most of the authors on the show, I get the opportunity to at least skim over the book, read, the preface just a little bit, read maybe the first 1 or 2 chapters. But because I have been under the weather, ill, I'm clueless. Like I literally read the title, and I know that this lady, she want to be married, but her husband wants otherwise. So I don't know anything, and I don't even want to say that, but because I had all intentions of reading like 1 chapter, but I'm clueless. Like I don't know anything. So I'm just as shocked as my listening audience. We're all sitting here stunned right now. We know nothing. So bring me up to speed and tell me about this book. Finding Love After Pain.
It's a book about Akiha and Jericho. They've been married for 4 years, and all she wants is to conceive. But he, he took it. He found that otherwise that he's how can I put it? In the corporate world, he's this big time corporate guy that he don't have time for a child right now. He wine and dines her. She's not wanting for anything, and from there it goes on because she found something to let her know that was stopping her. It was something that's stopping her from conceiving.
The authors are often encouraged to write about what they know or personal experiences. Is this book about anything that you yourself have gone through, or somebody in your family has gone through, or is it just fiction?
It's fiction. Nothing. I mean, LaVasha, the white ride or die chick, I have them in my family down. That's right there is that's what I go through with my family. I do have them as relatives that, don't say nothing to Dinah or I'm coming or you know what I'm saying. But other than that, it's fiction. It's fiction. I haven't went through it, or nobody in my family has went through it, or I experienced anybody that went through it that's close to me. So it's fiction. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So
But
how does going and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I encourage you all to go get the book, because now I got to go read the book. So I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but I know this is a true life scenario. I know people that have been in this type of scenario, that have been married for years and years, longer than 4 years, and whether it be the husband. I know a lot of husbands that have gone through this where they want the children badly, but the women, I'm all about my career. I want my career first, and we talk about kids later. But how do they eventually get to the point? Do they get to the point where they have kids?
no, they don't. I don't want to talk too much.
Okay.
But he something happened with she flees and moved somewhere and found her match.
Oh.
She skipped. She. I don't want to say it, but she skipped town and found that hood dope boy, type of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is that all in book 1, or is that in book 2?
It's all in book 1.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All in book 1.
All right. So let's back up, because we all at the the culmination of what seems to be your writing career. Let's start from the very beginning. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. When did you first realize that you wanted to be an author? Have you always had this desire? Have you always known that this is what I'm destined to do? Did you just wake up one day as an adult and say, hey, I got a gift for writing. I can do this, Or, was it in you as a young girl?
No, it's writing. Creative writing was never in me as a young girl. Reading, yes, and what inspired me to write, and I is just reading. I'm a reader, and I'm like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. And actually, last year I started writing, and I wrote I got 3 manuscripts that probably one got 10K. I stopped doing that one, and I started another one which got 5K. I stopped that one, and I started the one that I got published in September, which is Finding Love After Pain. So I probably been writing for a year leading up to, getting signed to DreamWakeWork Publishing. But reading, I'm like, oh, and then I started following all these groups. I was like, 23, 20. Oh, they can do it. I can do it. So actually, so that's what inspired me. And I started last. I could probably have about 5 books out, but it wasn't my time then. But I got already it ain't completed, but I got 2 manuscripts that's on my laptop storage, just sitting there, because I stopped twice, and then I finally found and this was Finding Love After Pain.
All right, so I know that Finding Love After Pain, you said that you released that in September.
Yes, ma'am.
How did publishing your first book change your writing process?
Oh my God, it changes dramatically. Shoot. The passion is there. I be so determined. You know, if I don't know something, I be tired. I need help, or give me an example of this. And when I say she don't waste no time spending it, or she tell me what to do, I love it. It's everything.
Do you feel that you're more hungry now that you published your first book?
Yes, I have. Yeah, sometimes I do get, everybody gets that discouraging days where not so motivated. No, but I have. Yeah, more my good days outweigh my bad days since I published. Yes, ma'am.
So take me through a typical day of writing for you. Do you make it? Is it is it a task, or I don't want to say chore? It's not a task for you to write every single day?
I try to, but I need to stay consistent. I need to, I can focus. That's my thing. I gotta start focusing. I can focus maybe like 15 minutes, and then I have to pick up my phone. But like 5 o'clock in the morning on my off days, I get up. I try to get up and write at about 5 o'clock in the morning. I light a candle, and that's where I see that. That's where I can get my most word count in, and I try to write at least to about 5:30 because, like I said, my attention span is short. But I do get it done, and I'm working on it. But that's I get up at 5:30. I try to write for like 2 hours and take a break. I try to take an hour break. This on my off day, and I start back. But I do have a journal, a writing journal that when come January, even if it's 500 words a day, I'm going to push myself to write more and more, each day and every day.
So right now, you would say you really are not able to stay disciplined because you have those distractions.
That's it. I sit down and I'm like, I'm finna get this word count in. I'm finna do 2K before I get up. That's too funny. Fool me. but I do, I do right, and that's why I want to set my word count, because when I don't make my word count when I sit down, I find myself stuck in the computer all day, and that's not what I want to do, because I have other things. I have a family, and I want to do other things. So that's why I need to. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So
you do when you sit down to write, do you just write off the top of your head? No specific topic. I'm just gonna sit down today and write. I have a word count. I have an idea of a word count. I have 500. That's my goal, and I'm just gonna sit down and let it flow. Or do you have an outline? Today I'm going to write about, chapter 2 is going to be about blah, 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 and this is what I'm going to write about. Do you have an outline, or
that's fun?
What's your writing process like?
Yes, I call myself having an outline. I outline every chapter, but when I sit down, it's like I don't even pick it up. It's something totally different when I sit down. It's like I didn't waste time. I just don't waste time, but yeah. But I want to retract on the book. It's about domestic violence, where the main character faked her death to escape. That's what the book is about.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you want me to repeat again? Domestic violence, where the main character faked her death to escape.
So that's just another twist a different twist on the book completely. We're talking about the same
Yes,
book,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am. Finding Love After Death. I'm sorry. Finding Love After Pain. That was my first title before I talked to Ty. Finding Love After Pain.
All right.
Yes,
yeah, that definitely is a different twist on the book right there. Now, I want to be able to, I want to go back to what we were talking about, because dealing with distractions and not being able to stay focused is something that I deal with in all avenues of my life. And I think it's because I have my hands, my heart, my soul involved in so many different projects. I can't stay focused. You know, I tell people that I got imaginary ADHD because I'm just everywhere. Like I bounce around. I'm in everything.
That's me.
So I can't stay focused on one thing because I'm always wanting to get something completed. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I get everything completed, you know, in a given time. But because I'm always, you know, here and I'm always there and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I can never just stay focused on one particular thing. How do you feel that you're going to be able to, you know, help yourself sit down, stay buckled in that one spot and say, you know, all right, my goal today is to be able to get 2,500 words done, you know, towards book number 3. What do you see yourself doing? How do you see yourself being able to maintain that in the new year?
Leaving
every you feel like you're be able to change. You know, you mentioned picking up your phone. Like I got 3 phones. I find myself having to lock my phone from my vehicle. I got to go put them outside and just say, you know what? You got to take them and put them elsewhere because those are my distractions. They go off all day long. I got to go put them away in order to be able to sit down and say, this is what you have to do in these 4 hours here. You have to get this done. So do you know, what limitations do you have to, you know, set on yourself to say, this is what I need to get done, and I got to get it done, and what are you going to be able to do for yourself in the new year to make those accomplishments, you know, happen to you?
What you just said, I said I'm going to lock my phone in the room or give it to my husband, let him take it to school with him. But when I do that, I find myself, when I'm on my laptop, I find myself going to Facebook. And my sister told me, she said, delete them. Delete all the apps and all this is your job. Nothing, no distractions. She told me, that's when I'm going to take her advice. I'm going to delete all apps off off my laptop. No social media, nothing on my laptop. Only thing on there is writing apps. I promise you, I find myself it's there. It's there. It's no matter how you look at it, the distraction is there. Facebook is there. You leave your phone in the room, it's there. You know, it's on your laptop. It's just there. So yes, I'm a really take.
You can lock your browser down. You know that, right? There's an app where you can lock your browser down so that you cannot go out of that one particular browser that you're in. You lock it down, and you cannot go anyplace else until you're done. You can time it.
Oh, yeah?
Lock it down. Oh, yeah.
I need that. I promise you I need that.
Yeah, that's how serious I have to be with myself, or else, you know, I'm telling you, I can't get shit done. So I gotta lock and I got 2 laptops. You know what I'm saying? I gotta lock everything down. I gotta I gotta do that because I wouldn't get anything done. That's how I am. So I'll send you that information. I don't want you to have to delete. You know, I want you to delete your Facebook. You know, off your laptop. You know, I want you to do that because you may need that.
I need to though. I really do. I really need that discipline though. I really need it.
All right, well.
So, I do. Because, baby, when I say I'm focused, I be focused, and then, like you say, my ADHD kick in. I tell my sister all the time, I be having good intentions, but when my ADS, my attention span is so short. You can walk past and I'm stopping and I'm staring and I'm gonna walk my eyes. Yep, my eyes gonna follow you all the way until you leave out my room. Yes, ma'am.
I'm up. I need some water. Let me get up. Where you going? You know where you going? What I need to do? Yes, exactly. I feel you.
Yes, anything. Yes, ma'am.
Once you published your first book, what was the feeling like for you?
Oh my God, I cried. It's like I did it. I never went to see your work and what you done put out. It was so amazing. It was so amazing, and Ty made it happen. I thanked her so much. If I'm lying, ask her. I thank her so much because I was like, ain't nobody. I'm shy. This like you just said, mentioned. That was my first interview. This is my second one. I mean, I'm not a people person. I'm not a spokesman. I'm shy, and so I'm like, I'm scared when she contacted me. She was like, girl, send me your manuscript. I said, no, it's a rough draft. I'm not sending it. She like, girl, send that over. I'm like, no. She said, send me. I'm like, no, I'm not sending it over. And it's like I wasn't scared, but it's like I never put anything out that the world will read. So I was feared about it. I was like, oh. And then when it went live, oh my God, I called my sister. I was like, it's live. It was an amazing feeling. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yes.
To you, was that, or would you describe that as a moment of literary success for you?
Yes. Starting off, definitely. It most definitely was. Yes, ma'am.
Hey now, what's good? It's your girl, Jana Blackwell, C-Town Records, Mistress of Soul. And you're on the air with the hottest independent station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Nakia, giving you that heat right here on the station, bringing you all of the hottest hip-hop hits, Endie Fiya.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and my very special guest, DreamWakeWork published author Dinah. You have a caller on the line. I'm going to keep one of these callers in the queue because this time I do recognize the number. And she might want to just sit back and listen this evening. Normally I do pull her in, because she likes to give, words of encouragement every now and again. But every now and again, we like to just let her sit back and get the accolades that are due to her. So I'm going to just let her sit back this evening and listen in. I'll pull her in towards the end of the show. But you do have another caller on, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that caller in now.
Yes, ma'am.
You're live on Endie Fiya with Nakia and author Dinah. Who's on the line? Hello? Alright, so maybe they just want to listen in.
Right. They said nothing.
They ain't said nothing. Maybe they just want to listen in. So I know that your book, the first book, you have you have characters of both sex in the book. How difficult, or is it even difficult, for you to write from the opposite sex point of view?
It wasn't too difficult. I mean, when you have the internet, ain't nothing difficult now. But it wasn't too difficult. I just did my research and and I asked my husband on certain things what people do, or what the opposite sex of me do. Do this make sense? Do y'all do this and do y'all do that? So he he gave me feedback on that and answered my questions. So it wasn't too difficult. I wouldn't say it wasn't too difficult.
And then you mentioned your husband quite a few times throughout the interview. He supports you a
Definitely.
lot.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And the rest of your
You
family
do.
as well.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely do. There's probably one of them that was listening in, and they probably got scared. They ADHD to kicked in. they lost focus and forgot who they called.
That's good when you have positive support system, and not only your counterparts or your pen, sisters and brothers that support you, but your family network that supports you. And I'm gonna tell you, you have a phenomenal. I've had a lot of authors on the show, a lot within the literary community on the show this year, who they don't have the backing like the authors of DreamWakeWork Publishing. I'm telling you, they don't have the support system like you all do. The community that you all have, Ty has built an amazing network of authors.
Yes.
And the camaraderie that you all have, for you all to be, spread out all across the country. And I don't know how many other countries, she has. I know she has Arnold that's in Africa. I know him, because he's been on the show.
Yes.
So I don't know how many other countries, she has, but just from the ones in the U.S. and then, him in Africa, just the camaraderie that you all have virtually is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get people who work in offices together and see each other face to face, don't build the bond like you all have virtually. And that says a lot for her. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot for her. And so just the authors that I've had on the show, I hear them talking, or they'll send me messages, like, you always talking about this DreamWakeWork Publishing, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are these people? And a lot of them know her. They don't know, that the company is hers. You know what I'm saying? They know, like, they follow her.
Yes.
They're friends on Facebook, but don't know, that you all, are up under her. You know what I'm saying? But
Correct.
I'm just like, everything I find that you guys are just amazing. Like, I can't stop talking about, just how awesome I think you guys are, not only as just writers, as authors, but when I talk to you and you talk about where you started from, your development, how you've been able to development and growth in yourself since you've been with the publishing company, that just speaks volumes for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
But where do you, moving forward, I know that you said that you have the second part of Finding Love After Pain. You just completed last month.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in 2020? Like, is this going to, and I know that it all is, there's logistics behind it. You can't say, I want this drop next week. There's the editing part, it's all, there's a process that goes along with this. And we're, 11 days before the year ends. So where do you see yourself and brand in 2020?
Oh, my God. I see myself, this is my second book. Like I said, I have, 2 manuscripts on my laptop. I already got, 3 mapped out. I see myself way bigger than where I'm at now. I'm big now with my one. You can't tell me nothing.
That's right.
I'm going to be over the top in 2020. My goal is at least drop 6 books and take my ADHD medicine so I can drop my book. And I see my vision board is bigger than where I'm at now. and I'm big. Like I just mentioned, I'm big now. So my goal is at least about 6 books. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get on top level. You know, baby, my publisher, she's dropping books. I said, girl, I want to be like you when I grow up. She tells me, I'm
who do we have? Who was on the show last? Let me. I don't have the calendar. Whoever was on the show last said the same thing. I want to say it was her assistant. I want to say it was Jamie who said the same thing.
Jamie, I think it was Jamie.
She said the same thing. She wanted to be on her level, and I wanted. I think I said something to the extent that she probably needed to take those words back, because as you speak the words that you want to be on her level, don't you think that she's only trying to excel and elevate higher than where she is?
Yes,
so
yes, ma'am. And I want to say,
why limit yourself? You know what I'm saying? Don't
yes, ma'am.
Stop. Don't stop. Don't say you're trying to get on her level, because the ceiling is, you know what I'm saying? It's a glass ceiling. She's shattering. You know what I'm saying? She's shattering barriers right now. So you're limiting yourself by saying that you want to get on her level, because I can't even. There's not. You know what I'm saying? There's not. I can't even put into words. There's not a level.
Right. But when I say level, I'm talking about dropping the books. You know, keeping focused, baby, because she'd be like, she told me, it takes me an hour and a half to do 2K. You know, that's what, in focus. That's why what I mean by on her level. Yeah, but she's over. You're right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
how long?
Again, what she's instilling in each and every one of you, she's dropping those gems in each and every one of you, and collectively, the fact that each and every one of you are picking up on what she's putting down. You know what I'm saying? There's not one. There's always got to be a bad apple in the bunch, and I don't know where that apple is.
Right.
Maybe that person hasn't come up on the show yet. I don't know, because every one of you has absorbed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, maybe I need to meet her parents or something. I don't know, because it's just I always get tongue tied, twisted up. You know, talking about her, because I feel like she's such a phenomenal woman. And one of our categories for our award show is the Trailblazer Award, and we normally have, you know, like two or three people in that category. And when I talked to my judges this year, I said, you know, we're gonna just leave it at one. You know what I'm saying? I only want her in that category. And there's another category that we do have multiple people in it, but she's in that category as well. And I said, you know, that's going to be a close first for her as well, because when you look at the bio and when you look at all that she's accomplished this year, you know what I'm saying? And it's just her work. You know what I'm saying? When your work can speak for you, you don't have to open up your mouth and say a lot about an individual. When just the accolades behind their name can speak for themselves, I feel that right there just speaks volumes for that individual. And every time I get, you know, someone on the show that's connecting with her, I can't say enough, you know, how fortunate I am just to be connected to her. You know, I questioned a lot this year why so many people were linked to me and to the show. And I stopped having to question, you know, that because, you know, you're not supposed to question the good, you know. And one of the authors said the same thing. Like, I had to question, like, you know, how did I get linked up with DreamWakeWork Publishing? I've just had so many good things happen to me. You know, I want to say it was Candy. I just had so many good things happen to me. And I followed, man. I stalked you guys' pages like crazy. Like, I see the progress, every day, you putting that you're meeting your goals and you're doing what you need to do. And I feel, I don't know, I feel like I'm so excited for what the new year is going to bring, for all of you guys. And so I think you mentioned your vision board. Have you completed that already?
I have. Yes, ma'am.
You got me beat because I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I haven't done that.
I have.
I'm gonna do that this weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna do that this weekend. I promise. I'm gonna sit down and
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna inbox you and ask you. You got that vision board?
Please do. Somebody gotta hold me accountable for that. I'm done. I promise.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
done this weekend. What do you feel is so unique and sets you apart from any other? Because every author has something that is special about them, something that is special and unique about their writing style, something that is going to pull their readers in. What do you feel that is so much more special and unique about you that is going to set you apart from, any other author that's out there?
I don't. What's unique? My uniqueness. My uniqueness is to focus on trying to write different. A different style. Not try to be like. The urban fiction and urban lit is what's popping, but I want to be that unique and that different person where, girl, y'all read her book. This something. She got something we never read, girl. I recommend. I recommend her book. I want to be that so unique in my pen game where I speak volumes like Ty, just the name, but I'm going to get there. Like I said, it's just my first book. My second is done. She don't know. She just found out tonight, so you finna get me in trouble.
Well, she's on the line, so.
I know.
Can you describe? Can you describe your best 3 qualities of your writing style?
The best 3 qualities. Let me see. There's 3 qualities of my writing style. My best 3 qualities. Can you ask something? Then I'm gonna come ask something else. Then I come back to that while I think on it. My best 3.
What if you had to describe yourself in one word? What would that be?
Humble.
And does
humble.
that
Did you hear me?
Does being humble factor into your writing style?
Yes, it does.
So, would that be quality of your writing style?
Humble, yes, I would consider, yes, ma'am.
Is it appropriate to use the word humble when you write urban fiction?
Well, nah, because urban fiction be popping. So you sure right? No, ma'am, not humble. but I am humble. But once you get that pen in your hand, you're a whole totally different person. Your imagination just takes you When you sit down and you type and hitting them keys, you just in a whole another world, on a whole different level. But no, urban is not humble.
Not at all.
Not at all. You got me there. No, ma'am.
when as an urban fiction author, do you think that urban fiction is defined by its subject or by its skin color? I know that there are a lot of urban fiction authors who are not authors of color, but yet they write fire books and novels. So do you think the genre is really defined by what the authors are putting out, or is it really defined by color of the author?
I think what they put it out. Color don't make you author. I mean, it's your work. It's what you're putting out.
But how do you feel that if a person who really isn't or hasn't lived, all your life you've lived in the suburbs, you don't know nothing about the streets, how can you write about the streets?
You want me? Honestly, Google it. The internet tell you every baby. You don't have to live that life. You don't have to be part of it. Google it. The internet, Sequoia, everybody. It's out here for us now. It's the story you put out. It's not the color. It's the story.
Right. It's no different. That was a question that was actually sent to me a while ago by somebody. But my response to the person was, it's no different than a rap artist that's always talking about that life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never shot nobody. Right. You ain't never stole no drugs. You ain't never pimped no hoes. But all your music, that's what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're keeping up with everybody else. So it's no different than exactly no different. You know what I'm saying? So you're exactly right. You can Google anything. You can research all of that information. You can watch television. You can get your ideas from anywhere nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to live the life in order to write and talk about the life. So, awesome response. I want to go ahead and open up the line. I want to open up the line right now to get, I want to say my favorite author, because I think she is. I want to get my favorite author on the line, the CEO of DreamWakeWork Publishing. Who's she go by now? Is she Ty now? Asira?
Yeah, she Ty. Asira, Ty. Both. Hey, boss lady.
Yes, I'm both. I'm Ty. I'm Ty when I'm not on a book. but when I'm on a book, I'm Asira. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, boss lady.
I'm good, Dinah. You doing good, honey?
Thank you.
Hi, Akiha.
How you doing?
I'm good. Y'all better stop all of this mushy stuff talking about me. I'm trying to keep my gangster.
Somebody asked me the other night about a book, and they was like, when I'm gonna get to read this book, and I was like, I had the best response for them. The book that I ain't even started yet, that's still in my head. But I was like, you know what? The man, he keeps coming back to me. So every time the man keeps coming back, I can't finish the book, because I can't end the book if the man keeps coming back to me. You know what I'm saying? So this is, I need some advice while I got you on the phone. All right, so if I want to do short stories, how many short stories need to go in the book?
That depends on the word count. I would say maybe, it does. You know what I'm saying? Because the word count varies. So if you're talking about like 5,000 words, then I would put probably like 7 maybe in the book. If they're like, a higher word count, then less. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like 10,000, then I would put like maybe 4 or 5 in there. So it just depends on the word count. I know that's like, it's kind of general, but a lot of things depend on word count. Like the, is it a short story? Is it a novella? You know what I'm saying? Is it a novelette? Is it a novel? You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at it like that. So I would say the higher the word count, the less the less that you want to put in there. So if it's like 10,000 words, then you put like 4 or 5 in there, and that'll give you like a $50K book. So, and it's a full out novel, really. I mean, if you look at it like that. Does that make sense?
I'm sure somebody else wanted to hear that besides me. Guys, you got all that information. I took notes in case y'all want the information again. Yeah, that was very helpful.
Okay.
I think that's what I need to start out with, like short stories, because I got so many, so much going on in my head. Like, I can't just give you one book. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got so much going on. Like, I want to tell a lot at one time.
Yeah. No. I mean, if you have a lot of stories in your head, then tell them. And if it's a short story, then it's a short story. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have stories that, started off short. I don't technically just do a short story. I will do, like, a novella, which is probably about 15. I don't really do any less than that, like 15K, if it's like a short story that was in my head and I know it's not kind of going to play out like a novel. But then I can't really do novellas or novelettes because I get just reamed in my inbox that people want more or they want a part 2. So I try to do at least 25 to a full out novel, unless it's going to be a series. So I understand like having a lot of stories in your head at once. So just write them down as they come to you. And like, I know a lot of people get stuck with writer's block, but I'll write through it because that's a question that a lot of people have. I'll write through it because you can always go back, and if you don't like what you wrote, you can change it. And if you love what you wrote, then you can keep it. So I just write through, my writer's block, and I'm like, okay, this is what he's saying now. If the character isn't really talking to me, and trust me, they'll pop back up and say what they need to say. So if you need to, delete it or add something or take something away, then you can absolutely do that. So that's kind of how I operate. So that's why I'm able to like put out the different genres of books that I put out and like the different word counts that I put out, so because I kind of like live by that, like write anyway. Like that should be my motto, like write it anyway. So yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you have stories in your head, tell them. No reason not to.
I think once, and this holds true for anything, anyone, any aspect in life. Once you break through fear, then the sky is the limit. But you have to break through, and I don't even want to call it fear, a blockage, some type of barrier that contains you or holds you back. Once you break through that, like you heard Dinah say, she released in September, and now book 2 she finished last night on the DL. Look at the time span. You know what I'm saying? Look at the time span, though. Once you break through, and all of the authors that have been on the show, it's like they took forever to write book 1, and then all of a sudden, once they released book 1, damn, the floodgates just opened up, and they can't stop writing. Like, I watched T. Bedford. I watched Candy. You know what I'm saying? I watched them daily. They set these goals, and they put themselves on deadlines to ensure that they get them done. But it's like they're on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's any individual in every aspect of their life. You set these goals for yourself, and you want to ensure that you get them accomplished. And so I want to ask you, Dinah, if you could offer any piece of advice to someone who may be listening this evening who is, they've heard your story and they say, I got manuscripts too, and I feel like I'm just as good as her. I might have read like the first couple chapters of her book, and but I'm a little apprehensive. I don't know where I should begin. I don't know, what the next step is for me. What would you say to that person? What piece of advice
don't
would you
give
offer
up?
them?
My advice: don't give up. Whatever research. If you don't have anyone to reach out to, Do your research. It's like searching is out there. Stay focused, grind, and you will succeed.
Awesome. What about you, Kyle? What would you tell that person?
I would just say do it. Step out in faith. I mean, you guys are talking to somebody who, had my first baby a month after I turned 16. I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? And I mean Philly. I don't mean like the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? I mean Philly, you know what I'm saying? And it took me a long road around. It took me, school, college, grad school, but I've always been a writer. So it took for me to just say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to go ahead and just publish a book for me to get where I am, to a place where I have my own publishing company, and I have very, very, very talented authors who listen, you know what I'm saying, because I run my publishing company kind of like a family, you know what I'm saying, so I'm able to say, you know what, maybe we need to do this, and they're open to it. So that doesn't just come, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are afraid, like Dinah said, she was afraid to send me her manuscript, but when she sent me her manuscript, I was like, yes.
You did.
So yeah, you never know, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are afraid. They're afraid because when you write, a lot of times those are like your inner thoughts. It's very, very personal. It's like, when you're writing, it's like your journal, your diary. So you don't want to open it up to somebody's critique. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't put yourself out there, then you don't get where you need to go, and you're going to hear no. You're going to hear no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've had people tell me no that are now like, hey, do you want to come over here? And I'm like, not really, because because I've made my own lane, because I don't just write urban. I don't just write. I write Black historical fiction. I write mystery thriller. And I'm not afraid to be in different lanes. I know a lot of publishers are like, no, you need to stay in this lane because people will get confused. And I'm like, if they're confused, I don't have anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's on my heart right now. This is what I want to write. So I would just say write it and reach out. You know what I'm saying? You never know, who's going to say, this is an awesome story. Bring your behind over here. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? So just don't doubt yourself and just do what you need to do. And I know a lot of times in our community, and I was talking to my husband about this, a lot of times in our community, it's when you're like an artist, like, you draw really well, or if you write really well, you don't really get encouraged to do that because you get encouraged to go the route that pays the bills. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know that was true for me. My parents have been married over 40 years, and my mom told all of us, like, you need to have a side hustle. You need to have you never know when that nigga's going to act crazy. You need to be able to, So that's what we did. But all of us are artists or writers, and I'm the only one right now who is actually following that. And that, my parents are so proud of that I don't want to let them down, and I don't want to let my authors down, and I don't want to let my readers down. But this is what I do. Like, I breathe this. So if you wake up in the morning and you have a story in your head, and when you go to sleep at night you have a story in your head, guess what you are? You're a writer. You're an author. So like Dinah said, do your research. Come on over to DreamWakeWork, or do your research and find a company that, works for you, and do it. I mean, you're only going to regret it if you don't do it. The no, you're not going to regret. The not trying is what you're going to regret. So do it. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yep.
Awesome words. I want to go ahead and open up the floor to you, Dinah, now, so that you can go ahead and get all of your contact information out to those who may be listening live, or those who may come back and listen to a playback show. If they want to get in contact with you so that they can purchase your book, purchase your second book, purchase any of your books that are coming out in 2020. They want to get you on any type of, tour, going through your publishing company, of course. For whatever reason, they need to reach out to you. The floor is now yours to get your contact information out. And then, Ty, if you'll follow up behind Dinah, and go ahead and get all of your contact information out as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm available on Amazon, digital form, Kindle, and paperback. You can reach me out on all social media at author Dinah, and that's it. You got the floor, Ty.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want to send if you want to send submissions, we take the first 3 to 5 chapters. But don't let that discourage you. If you got 2 chapters, send 2 chapters. The email goes to my assistant Jamie, and her email is j.a.butler, DreamWakeWork@gmail.com. You can go ahead and send it over to her, and she will, run through it, and she'll hand it over to me, and we'll get in contact with you. So that is how you can put your submissions in. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, which is author Aseta, Asetah, Dula, Dula, my government name. So you can follow me on there on Facebook, and my inbox is always open. So if you have any questions, and you don't be shy or say I'm bothering Ta, that is no problem, because the knowledge that I've accrued, in these last couple of years, I'm all for sharing it. Author development, like, that's my deal. So if you want to send a message, you have a question, you want to send an email, then do it, and I will get back to you. That's it, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Thank you both so much for being here this evening with me. Again, you could have been anywhere, Dinah, but you have taken the time to give so freely of yourself, sharing your information, your passion for, this writing thing. Ty, thank you so much for stopping by as normal. We always will have what way to end out the year with DreamWakeWork publishing authors. Oh, I do have one more show. I'm sorry, I haven't closed out the year. Yes, make sure that you tune in next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with hip-hop artist and social media influencer Lady Sasa will be here with me. Also, we will be announcing the second annual Endie Fiya Radio Hip Hop Award nominees on next Saturday as well. So make sure that you're tuning in again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you all have a good evening.
You too. All right. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.